Well, I did. I just pulled out there just a little bit wider. We are in the northbound 5 freeway. 210 is behind us. That is the rearview mirror. And we're working our way up the 14-5 split. And again, the same technique we've seen all evening long as we're coming up to that split. He's taking the middle lane here, and he's going to make his decision probably at the last moment. The 14 is there's a steep grade and then a steep down drop there as we get into the Santa Clarita area. And in the northbound 5, well, everybody knows that very well. And it looks like we're taking the northbound 5. We're definitely on the northbound 5 now. That was the glove point we saw right there. So we're going to be going northbound 5 freeway. That's going to take us into the Stevenson Ranch, Santa Clarita area. Magic Mountain is up in this area. Also, the Grapevine. 5 freeway is the major freeway in Southern California. But right now, it's the freeway of choice for a criminal who's running from PHP. It's a very dark area here. In the New Orleans County. And looking ahead, I see the same type of traffic situation. I see a lot of taillights, but everything seems to be moving smoothly and a lot of space between those taillights, so the suspect can just keep weaving his way in and out of the traffic as he moves along here. The 5 freeway also, if he makes it that far past the 126, there's an extremely steep grade. I don't think he's pushed this vehicle far enough that he's going to have any kind of problem with overheating or anything like that. But again, you got to wonder how much gas has this guy got. This is going to have to be coming to an end here very shortly, and that's going to be the intense moments. Right now, it's kind of a waiting game. It's a little interesting to see where he goes, but when it comes to an end, that's when the pressure's really going to be on. That's when the intensity is going to come, especially if what we believe is true about this driver.
And we are, of course, anticipating an end.
What do you think is going to happen?
Because of the fact that we have been watching this pursuit for almost 3 hours now, going almost on 3 hours. And of course, it started in the San Fernando Valley.
Think the cops are going to have to shoot him?
Boulevard and the on-ramp there, and traveled through Hollywood. As Stu mentioned earlier, once again, almost poured through Southern California. And Kent mentioned almost every freeway interchange, freeway that we could possibly think of. You name it, he's been on it tonight. The 605, the 210, the 101. Again,
right.
Not the 405 freeway, of course, because possibility, of course, because there's a closure there from the 10 to the 101. But definitely a long pursuit at this hour that we continue to watch.
When Missy was mentioning that she actually was going to have to be dealing with this weekend for some reason, she didn't go into why. One of her friends mentioned that the number of flights from LA to Burbank is through the roof. Because rich people are just taking an airplane, a 15-minute airplane ride.
Cleanly, that's about 1/4 of the time. And in this particular case, with this driver, it's impossible to tell where he may have been thinking of going in the first place. We can't really tell where his home at this point, even though authorities already have run the license plates and may know the owner of the vehicle, because this driver has been to so many places and has appeared to be getting off the freeway so many different times, only to change his mind at the last second, or perhaps by design, trying to elude police. It's just impossible to tell where this driver may have come from initially. Stu, you're overhead as you continue to watch. The police, though, have just been dogged in their pursuit. They have not given up. Our signal locks up for just a moment right there. We will continue our coverage. Once again, we have this videotape from a short while ago showing this pursuit as it continues on the 5, the Golden State Freeway northbound. This driver coming very close to other cars, and still, it's almost incredible at this point that there haven't been any collisions. Normally, in a chase of this duration, we would have seen, we'd grow quite expectant to seeing some fender benders.
We're crossing our fingers and hoping for lots of blood.
Someone who initially was believed to be, quote, a reckless driver. It's pretty amazing that we haven't seen any actual contact, metal on metal, with other vehicles. At least that's something to be thankful for. We're especially thankful no one's been hurt. But you can see why the police want this chase to come to an end. It's one that now has gone on for, as Susie just pointed out, very close to 3 hours, starting in the San Fernando Valley, going all the way past downtown Los Angeles, deep into the Inland Empire, circling around Ontario International Airport, and now, once again, leaving the San Fernando Valley, heading into the Newhall Pass on the Interstate 5, Golden State Freeway northbound. The next big highway at this point for this driver is going to be the 126, which is just on the far side, just north of Magic Mountain, but the driver may choose to stay on the 5. If that happens, this driver is going to be going up a very steep grade to go through the Grapevine, then into the San Joaquin Valley. Will he get that far? Will the gas remain? We don't know. We know this. Sky 9 has enough aviation fuel to continue because it actually had to land Stu Mundell and the pilot coming down for a refueling halfway through this chase. Statistics, to cite them once again, show that normally a chase would never have gone on this long, but Stu and company actually had enough time to refuel, get back in the air, and continue following the pursuit.
You gotta be pissed when you have to land your helicopter.
I'm right now with Whitney Droll, and Whitney, at this point, traffic should be thinning out considerably as this driver continues to head north through the Newhall Pass. We'll get back with Whitney in just one moment, and we want to be able to check in with Stu as well. And Stu, let us know when you're in a position and you're not talking with the air traffic controllers on the ground. We don't want to cause any safety violations for you as well. Do we have Stu with us? A live picture, at least, from Sky 9 and Stu Mundell. So let's try once again. Stu, you're in the position right now where this driver is getting deep into the Newhall Pass. And again, still at this high speed. We saw him get down, as you pointed out, at one point to 65 miles an hour, which for this driver was considered to be slow. In fact, the drive at some time has been going up to 80 miles an hour, sometimes possibly more than that. It's a little bit tough to tell once it's this late at night and it's this dark. This is the view from Sky 9. There again, the CHP following from one of the divisions that picked up the pursuit from a handoff from another CHP division, the CHP with its various stations around Southern California, just like the LAPD in the urban areas. They traded it off between agencies from the LAPD to the CHP, but it still is an interagency pursuit at this point with both the CHP on the ground and the LAPD in the sky. The helicopters from the Los Angeles Police Department also lighting up this chase tonight as this driver, believed possibly, at least from scanner traffic as we listen in with police agencies, believed to be a male driver with a female passenger, a driver who may have taken the passenger with him while she called her brother from a cell phone saying that the driver may be a three-strike offender who is, quote, not going to give up. So we continue to follow this high-speed pursuit, one that started now more than 3 hours ago in the San Fernando Valley. Sky 9 over the scene, and if you've been with us all night long on our KCAL 9 news, you've seen also a remarkable bit of technology as we have checked in with Mobile 9, a ground vehicle, a news van that actually is capable of broadcasting live. It followed the pursuit, and we do want to point out, followed the pursuit at a safe and legal speed as the driver was going through the Inland Empire. This driver has been all over the map, quite literally, in Southern California tonight, and Sky 9 has been on top, and Mobile 9 has been right behind the entire way. Now, here's what we're going to do at this point. We are going to continue to follow this high-speed pursuit. We'll have coverage that continues on our sister station, CBS 2, with their CBS 2 news at 11 p.m. Susie Sa is in the preparation for the very first portion of that newscast right now. You have the choice. You can stay with us right here on KCAL 9,
They're not right now,
turn over right about now, in about 15 seconds more, to CBS 2 News at 11 p.m. Right now, I'm Ken Shocknick in the KCAL 9 News Studio. I'll be joining Susie in just a moment as we continue to follow this breaking news, continuing coverage on CBS 2 of this high-speed pursuit. We'll continue right now on CBS 2.
Can you get it Channel 2? Wait, Channel 12?
They used to accept this sentiment, but obviously we don't have a way of
Go up or down one or two?
background checking.
In Orlando, Florida.
Oh, my God.
That built-in control panel within the panning, we have all of the beautiful
I'm not any of those things.
driving during the shutdown, and it seems like much of the city and beyond are listening.
If I wasn't traveling, I had to be here for Bachelorette, though, I would not go near the road.
Yeah.
For it being a weekend, the 101 northbound and southbound is pretty light. And residents we spoke with today told us that the closure of the 405 freeway has definitely put a dent